Comic Commute, episode 1. This is episode 1. Episode 0, there was an episode 0. It was filmed a while ago, and not great, which is why I never filmed another one. When I listened to it to see if it was good or not, I fell asleep. I listened to it in bed, and I fell asleep to the sound of my own voice, so you know it was bad. I essentially recorded a bedtime story for myself. I recorded it myself and then listened to it later and fell asleep during it. However, Comic Commute is returned with a vengeance and with a visual medium. The idea of Comic Commute was I'm driving to all these mics. Some of them are pretty long drives where I'm just sitting. Why not use that time to create content? Because as we all know, rule of 21st century, content must be being created at all times. It's very rainy, and it's very soupy out. Very soupy. It's foggy. I know you can't see, but it's like a thick, it's like a queef. It's like I'm driving through a queef. Lucky me. Holy traffic. Hopefully we're not late. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it evolves into, I don't know how long each one is going to be. I'm sure some will be longer, some will be shorter. It'll just be like a collection of my different commutes there and from different mics each week. Probably try to do weekly. It may evolve. There might be clips like from the mics in it. Not sure. We'll see how it goes. Should be fun. For me, at least. And that's all I care about. Hey, you. Going to a riff mic tonight. All the topics, random, lineup random, get up there. I think there's some, not like judges, but like the hosts sit at a little table and provide topics randomly from like a wheel of topics that have been submitted. That's always fun. I've done it a couple times before. It's a little nerve-wracking because you got no safety net. You always get a little nervous before a perform, but normally you have your stupid jokes, and so like I know what I'm going to say up there basically. And if it goes wrong, then I'm like, well, those things I wrote were bad. Whereas this, I don't know what I'm going to say at all. I don't know when I'm going to say it. And if it's bad, then it's like, yeah, I wasn't funny there. Fun. When it's good, it's great. And when it's not good, it's bad. Fantastic insight there. That's all stand-up, to be fair. The green and red lights of the street do provide quite a nice, jolly Christmas mood, ambiance. So that's nice. They're green and red year-round, but they never really seem jolly until December, eh? I didn't like that. The previous Comic Commute 0 test that I recorded, I didn't have anything to talk about, and somehow I got onto the topic of like, what was it? Toy Story? I was talking about Toy Story a lot for like 10 minutes. And then I started talking about like the Hunchback of Notre Dame for a while. And it was a real tangent. When I listened to it back, I was like, you're talking way too much about this. So, gonna try not to do that this time. Hopefully the mic is working. I mean, we've made big upgrades since Comic Commute 0. Since then, I've gotten a high budget microphone, 2 for $9. Not a big deal. Visual component, and I've turned a light on. Haha! Now we're competing with the big boys. Now, will this work better as a sleep aid than a comedic, audio-visual medium? It might. But hey, as long as someone's getting something out of it, I don't mind if it's someone getting a little sleepy. Yeah, maybe I just need to go ASMR route and just start whispering the whole thing. Welcome to Commute. Hopefully you find this very relaxing. Boogity 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 boogity. Chapel Road. Remind you of anyone? No, I can't think of anyone off the top of my dome. My chapel dome. Yikes. That is maybe not the best sign of what's to come. What is that? I'm that's is that Yankee? Yankee Doodle Dandy. Hey, I'd like a lady to. Hey, I'd like a lady to dandy my Yankee Doodle, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, you see that broad I was with last night? Well, let's just say she yankied my dandy until I doodled all over the place. Hey, whoa! Dang, these houses are huge. Hey, this must be how the other half lives, eh? Generally, this crowd, kind of some old heads at this place. I'm not usually their favorite. I think I generally do better with like younger people because I'm an idiot. And young people like other young people who are idiots because it makes them feel better. Older people that see young people that are idiots, they're like, well, that kid, that boy's got to get some sense. Why, this boy's got no sense, you know? I don't get it. Get a lot of that. That's probably on me. Everyone's just like, I don't get the jokes. They're not funny. I'm like, these guys, I'm too stupid for them. It's the opposite. I'm not too smart for them. I'm just too stupid for you guys. You guys wouldn't get it. You can't prepare for it. Like, because there are some people who try to slide in like it's so obvious when someone transitions into one of their actual bits, which is okay. I get it if it's like directly related, but sometimes it'll be like sprouted potatoes, and they're like sprouted potatoes. That's wacky, wacky, laughy, taffy, saltwater taffy. When I was a kid, my uncle touched me, and it's like, what? Let me tell you that story. It's like, what do you, what, huh? I hope I get pulled early. I don't like sitting there. I'd rather like go early and then get to like hang out than just be sitting there going, what am I gonna talk about? Go into a spot. Is it on one of the spots that I thought I was gonna get on when filming the previous segment? No. Did I get on any of them? No. But hey, it's called determination. I think that's what it is. There might be another word for it, but I don't know that one. Shot my shot with one, they rejected me. I was like, I understand. I get that. The other one, a little more bummed on that one, but we go on. We have a spot tonight. Chinatown. That's what it's called. I didn't make up China. Now, did I receive a message a few hours ago that said that the ticket sales were so abysmal that they would be understanding if you didn't want to show up as a comedian and wanted to be booked on a later show? Yes. Yes, they did say that. But hey, I wouldn't want it any other way. You know who they're going to remember? The people that did show up. That's what I'm telling myself. It's going to go pretty good, I think. Could it not go well because there's only 5 people in the audience? I don't know. I don't know how many people are going to be there. The only information I got about how many people that will be in attendance was the word abysmal. And yeah, that's not great. It's 37 degrees and raining. Some people might say, "What the hell are you doing?" Some people might say that. And those people, they just wouldn't get it. Who's going to carry the boats? You know, I am. I'm going to carry the boats. Metaphorically, obviously. I can't carry a boat. very heavy and large. This is pitched as an edgy show. Edge, dark, unfiltered. I don't know. I don't have anything that's. I don't think it's that dark. I'm not a dark comic. Hey yo. Got another spot tomorrow night. I think that one will be more fun. Not that this one's not going to be fun. This is going to be a great time. You'll see on the way back. On the way back, I'm going to be like, wow, what a great show. I'm going to cut to now. Cut to me on the way back. Right now. I guarantee you, I'll be beaming. Like, oh my God, wasn't that... Well, that fucking sucked. What a smash hit that was. I would describe that in one word as abysmal. Have you ever heard of Signs? What happened to Signs? Are we not doing that anymore? What the fuck is this? Comic Hall was 7:30. Got there at 7:25. You know me. I mean, that's just... No one else there. Bar empty. I asked the bartender. I said, something about comedy? Comedy show? He goes, oh, are you here for the comedy show? And I went, yeah, I'm one of the comics. And he went, oh, I heard it wasn't happening anymore. What? I was like, really? Last time I checked it was. He goes, well, I mean, like I asked my manager, he said it was still happening. So what are you doing to me? But I did my time. It was okay. I did okay. Crazy lady yelled at me. Or she yelled in my direction. She was yelling at the bus driver that was not letting her onto the bus. But she yelled at the bus driver at me. You know when they do that? The bus driver was right next to her, and that is who she was yelling at, but she did it at me. Alright, it's full queef again. I don't know what's going on. I mean, when it's in the 30s and raining in queef, a hot queef is what... Actually, I think I would prefer a cold queef than a hot queef. In terms of weather, of course. I got the light on this time. I should have done that the time before. Honestly, I didn't do it because I was like, I'm not allowed to. That is what I thought. Last time I was going to turn it on, and I was like, wait, you're not allowed to drive with the light on. And then I'm embarrassed to admit that. Well, I'm not embarrassed. Fuck that. I Googled. I said, am I allowed to drive with the light on? And Google was like, yeah, it's not illegal to drive with the light on, dumbass. But then, to be fair, after that, they were like, however, it is greatly discouraged because it can be quite dangerous to see with the light on. I read that and it made me a little nervous. I was like, oh shit, really? But it's fine. I don't see how you could... Oh! We're good. Hungry hippo. That's me. I need some beef stroganoff. All right. I mean, it's full queef again. Once again, you can't see what I can see. But, I mean, it's been back to back to back queef. I can hardly breathe. There's so much queef in the air. Hey, yo, what's the deal with all this queef? I can't... It's ridiculous. No rain, just queef. I mean, that is quite cinematic. Too much queef. Queef commute, more like. I don't know. I've got a feeling that people are going out tonight, though. We can't not keep going out because of all this queef. 2 nights of queef. We won't go out on that. On the 3rd day of queefmas, my true love gave to me another queef. Crazy. I don't know what this weather phenomenon is. It's only at night. There's no queefs during the day. I've not seen any daylight queefs. I need to stop saying queef. I just can't. I've got a fever, and the only cure is more queef. That's a terrible impression. I'm not even going to pretend that wasn't an impression. That was just me doing an voice. That wasn't an impression of anybody. Commute. I'm going to be honest. These last couple recordings, little too much commute, not enough comic. Maybe I could commentate on license plates. Criz kids. Criz kids. What even is that? Criz kids. You're crizzing on kids? Ew, dude. The fuck is wrong with you? What the hell's Criz kids? Criz kids. We're the Criz kids. Oh, this is good. There's an animal behavior wellness center right here, but there's a sign blocking the I and the M. So it says Anal Behavior Wellness Center. My anal behavior, I'm going to be honest, has been all over the place. I shit like 5 times yesterday. And when you're wiping for like the 5th time that day, ouch. It feels like sandpaper. Low grit. High grit? Low grit. Grit? I don't know which is which. I'm assuming high grit would mean, I don't know. Whatever it was very gritty on my ass. We're still testing the one bit. I tried it last night. It did pretty well. I gotta try it again. Gotta keep sandpaper, keep filing it down with comedy grit, some high grit comedy. That comedy was high grit. That's something. It's not. It's a bit about a homeless dude at an intersection that I encountered. The general story is that I locked my car doors. I realized my doors weren't locked when I was next to this homeless dude at an intersection. So I locked them, and he heard the doors locked, and he looked over. I need to figure out a way to not come across as a total piece of shit. Because I'm explaining how homeless the dude is to make it more understanding why I felt the need to lock my door. But I also don't want it to come across like I'm just shitting on a homeless dude. Because he's got enough of that on him already. He doesn't need me shitting on him too. If you've shit yourself, the last thing you need is someone else shitting on you. Literally and verbally. If you have shit in your pants, could you imagine someone like also unrelated being mad at you? Oh my god. Just a pants full of load. Well, just a pant load of crap, and someone unrelated is like, hey, what about those expense reports? You haven't got those expense reports in. You're like, shit, pants. There's so many things going on in your brain all the time, but when you're gonna shit your pants, all of those cease to exist. When you feel that feeling in your stomach, and you're like, uh-oh, and there's not a bathroom near, all problems cease to exist in your brain. I want to live my life like I'm about to shit my pants. Live every moment like you're about to shit yourself. Don't care about all that other nonsense stuff. Find a place to shit. I think that sounds wiser than it is. Pfizer. With a name like Pfizer, I thought they'd be wiser. Yeah, I tell you, great crowd. I don't like when someone tells me that I killed after I obviously did not. And it's not like sarcastic. If someone's like, oh, if you like don't do that well, and someone's like, dude, you killed, that's funny. But if someone is genuinely like, dude, you killed, man, nice job, and you didn't, it's like, what are you it's like a girl being like, oh yeah, you made me come like a bunch of times. It's like, no, don't lie to me. No, I didn't. I know that I didn't. Hypothetically, it's like that. I feel like my butt warmer is on right now, and it's not. Sometimes my lower back just gets so hot. There was a dude in the gym today. He was a big dude, like not muscular and not fat, just like big, tall, probably in his like 40s. And he was wearing like the worst shade of yellow, like just really like old yellow. You know that color? Like where it's like faded gross yellow leggings. He's wearing faded gross yellow leggings. Skin tight. His shirt he was also wearing one of those like active wear like compression long sleeve shirts. So everything on him was tight, yet it was not accentuating anything good. Accentuating all bad, including just a little nubbin penis. It was just sticking straight out of his nasty yellow leggings. Just boop. And I've been there in the gym with just your little, just sticking out. But you wear shorts like a normal. It was aggressive. I've never seen a smaller yet so aggressive penis. The size to aggression of this penis was off the charts. It was just sticking straight out, staring at everyone. And he was walking so confidently, just yeah. It was a crime. It was harassment. I was like legitimately I turned in like my brain went old fashioned. I was in my head. I saw him and I was like, "Sir, there are ladies here." In my head, there are ladies here, sir. Put that away. I would rather have him had a weapon. I would rather have him been brandishing arms in the gym than brandishing that. It was not even worthy of brandishing. Like the word brandishing. It was too small to be brandished. Whatever is less than brandished, that's what his pecker was. And now there's traffic. Now I've got small penis on my brain and traffic. Get myself riled up with all this penis talk. Oh my god, is anyone else hot in here? My lower black is penis. So many trucks. Oh, cause Christmas. That's why there's so many of these Amazon trucks. The doy. I was gonna say, why are there so many huge trucks out? People ordering things. I got to order Christmas. I every year without fail. I go. You should order Christmas gifts probably today, probably tomorrow, probably next week. You should. Next week you'll do it. It is now the week before Christmas. This happens every year, and then I'm like, it's not coming on time. And how do I not? You can order a gift. You can order something from Amazon, and it'll come the same day. It'll come within 12 hours. There's no excuse. It's like when you have a project that's like due at the end of the semester. You have the whole semester, and they're like, "Don't wait," and you're like, "Why would I wait? Of course not." And then the day before, you're like, "Ah!" That's Christmas, except it's every year, and you have a whole year. I could order them in January. Actually, no, I could not. That would be dumb, because then they could buy the gift, they could buy the thing before then, or they could die. I never know what to get to. Every year, I'm just on Oprah's website. 182 things that your mom will like, and it's like these are all so expensive. Oprah's favorite things. I don't, Oprah's favorite things might be a little grim this year. It's like, why are there 18 different types of baby oil on Oprah's favorite things? My favorite things. People talk a lot of shit about Diddy parties recently, rightfully so, but they had to have been good parties. Otherwise, people would have stopped going. You know what I'm saying? Like if they were just crazy, crime filled, sex ridden, people would stop going to the parties because there are normal people there. So they must have been good. And if there was a party and Oprah was there just throwing things, you get a career, you get a career, you get a career, you get Weinstein. Everybody gets a cocktail. Be like, whoa. Of course, I want to go. I still would go to a Diddy party after everything. Not for that, but if Diddy and like Usher and Oprah were like, we're having a party this weekend, Nick, do you want to come? I'd be like, what? Yeah. Can I leave? Can I leave though? At some point I can leave, right? Justin Bieber's at, oh yeah. Turns out he was having not the best time. I never understood that. The whole hating Justin Bieber thing, that was like such a big thing. I think it was like middle school or something. I don't know, early high, like to hate Justin Bieber, who was a child. He was like 14. I hate Justin Bieber. Remember there'd be like grown men, like those weird like YouTubers who would be like, I'm beheading Justin Bieber in this video game. Like on Happy Wheels, remember? There'd be ones. Am I the only, that was a real thing, right? It'd be like Happy Wheels levels where you have to like kill Justin Bieber, who's like a kid, because he was what? Because he was famous, and we weren't. It was very strange. Turns out he's getting diddled the whole time. Where they'd be like, they sent him off to Diddy's house for like a week. Someone should write. Remember that was like during the time of like those young adult novels were so huge. Hunger Games, Maze Runner, Divergent. They should do another one where it's Diddy's parties and Justin Bieber has to escape a Diddy party. That kind of is Maze Runner. Just a bunch of young boys trying to get out of. And then one girl gets thrown in. They're like, this is just ruining the. Diddy's like, this is ruining the whole thing. You're supposed to send boys in, not women. Come on. That's my Diddy impression. Come on, what are you doing here? Come on. Hey, come on. I'm P. Diddy, come on. Why videos get suppressed if I talk about Diddy in them? No one's gonna see this. Like this is getting recommended to no one anyway. The only time someone might ever see this is if I eventually become successful and then someone has to comb through all of my things to see if I've done anything bad. That's the only time anyone will ever see this. That's the only time anyone might ever see this. So, I gotta watch what I say. I like Christmas with the Cranks. That might just be because I grew up watching it every year. That movie is still very funny to me. It has like a -4% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's a funny movie. When they're getting they're getting not fake tans. They're in the tanning beds in the mall in the tiny bikinis, and they leave, and the pastor from their church is there, Father Zabritsky, and he's like, oh, that's funny. I don't know how you could watch that movie and not find some amusing moments. I wear black to make me look lighter. Damn, it's hot here, dude. When are we? Can we get rid of the extremely bright LED headlights now? Can we be done with that? I would vote for someone who ran on that. I don't care any of their other policies. If they're like, I'm going to get rid of the extremely bright LED headlights, I'll be like, yes. Doesn't matter what their other ideas are. They could be like, I'm going to get rid of also, I don't think left arms should exist. I think we should get rid of those. I think everyone should just be right. But I'll also get rid of the bright LED headlights. I'll be like, all right, we got to give up something. It's a give and take. It's a quid pro quo in the politics world. I get it. You get all of our left arms. I get no more blinding headlights in the mirror. It's dangerous, especially when it's queef outside. They do cut through the queef, though. I'll give them that. They do cut through the queef like a dull blade through butter, warm butter. A dull, like Steve Martin Pink Panther movies. Once again, it's hard for me not like to gauge if a movie is good or if I just watched it when I was a kid. I remember when I was in college, I tried to put on Pink Panther because none of my roommates had seen it. I was like, this is a funny movie. We have drinks and watch Pink Panther. Two of my roommates. Then half an hour in, both of their girlfriends came over and they each went into their respective rooms, and so I just got shit-faced and watched Pink Panther alone on like a Friday night, and it was good. I don't know, I did like it. Would it have been more fun with other people there? Yes. Felt like Hunter Biden. It's a handle of vodka and Pink Panther alone. Hazmat trucks, right 2 lanes only. Hazmat trucks. The hell is that? The hell is a hazmat truck? Like Monsters Inc? Damn it! I brought up an animated movie. Shit. I had one. I didn't even. As soon as I started, I was like, subconsciously in my head, I was like, do not bring up any animated movies. And I didn't even say it out loud because I knew if I said it out loud, that would result in me bringing it up. I was like, it's not even gonna be a thing. Hazmat suits like Monsters Inc. Whatever. That doesn't even make sense. That's the only thing I know about hazmat suits. The yellow thing, the yellow suits they wear in Monsters Inc. We've got a code. I don't remember what the number is. We've got a code Queef. It's the sock. He's got the cum sock on his back. He went into a kid's room who had like just started puberty. Kid threw a stiff cardboard sock at him. He was like, ah! And you should be hazmat suited up to deal with that. Sprayed down. You think a normal sock would stick to someone's back? No. I knew what that was. I'm still afraid of the dark. If a monster entered my room, like I was still afraid of demons entering my room when I was a teenager and whacking off. They only go into like little kids' rooms. I think not because they know that older kids wouldn't be scared, but because they'd done it before and the kids were just whacking off. You only make that mistake a couple times. You send Sully in there, there's just a kid. Like, whoa, 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 the battery. Just the kid in the corner. Ching, ding. That actually could get. Oh, shit. The fuck is going on here? What are we doing here, guys? Stamping on the brakes when I'm talking about kids grooming? What are you doing? You can't be doing that. Yeah, that's not a movie though. We're not. I've never seen Monsters University. No, no more. Hate the where we all speed up and then stomp on the brakes, and then speed up and then stomp on the brakes because we're just rubber banding ourselves. I always think about this. If the road instead of a road was just like a big conveyor belt that would move us all at the same speed, there would never be any traffic. Like if the road could weave us in perfectly and keep us all starting and stopping at the same time, there wouldn't be traffic, right? I think I'm describing trains. I might be describing trains. That's the future, not trains, but like just you have your own capsule and you enter the grid and it just you go, I'm going here, and it just moves you there. An AI network, interconnected, an AI transport network. That's the future of I'm calling it. That's the future. Elon Musk, bring him in. Get him on the phone. On the phone, please. Get me Armani. Get me Musk. On the phone. We're not building tunnels, dude. Tunnels are not the future. Interconnected conveyor belt roads. AI conveyor belts are the future, obviously. Maybe Amazon could get on it. Amazon presents roads. It's another $1 million idea. You're welcome. There might be a very thin line between what I'm doing and schizophrenia. I don't know if that's true or offensive. People talk to themselves in the car. People talk to themselves in the car. Just people don't record it and then post it on the internet. That's the weird part. It's not weird to talk to yourself in the car. People do that all the time, I think. I hope. What's weird is going, I think everyone wants to hear this. That's. Everyone should be hearing me. That's crazy. You know who else they called crazy, though? A little guy named Steve Jobs. I think he was little. He was little by the end. I don't know how tall Steve Jobs was. By the end, he was very little. His turtleneck was practically eating him. He was eating him. Oh my. This is the sweatiest pits imaginable. I think I got to turn the air conditioning on. Gee, Ricky. Julian, I'm sweating my tits off. Is that a good impression? I'm not good at impressions. Is that good? Ricky, I'm sweating my tits off here. That's Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. Guys? Trailer Park Guys? Trailer Park Boys. Trailer? Cut that. Cut that out. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Cutting around all the guys. What are we doing here? What are we? We got traffic in the shoulder. What are we doing, guys? We got people moving it. This is not. You're so stupid. What do you think you're gonna happen here? Damn. Someone's fucking boofing it up. I thought it was a queef this whole time. Maybe it's just a fat cloud. Holy shit. That actually might be a skunk. That might be a skunk. But what would a skunk be doing? That is crazy strong. I think that's a skunk because that smell is carrying. Yo, that's loud, dude. It's just a guy with a dead skunk in his pocket. Yo, that shit is gas, dude. What is that, dude? That shit's loud. Like, oh, it's a dead skunk I killed. Oh shit. Yo, that shit is loud, dude. What is that? Oh, I found this. It's a barely alive skunk. Oh shit. Dude, I don't think you're supposed to smoke that, dude. Dude, are you lighting that skunk up? Commute. Comic Commute. Charlie Brown theme. Ba-bum. That was more Netflix, I think, than Charlie Brown theme. But you know that part of the Charlie Brown theme. Am I thinking of the wrong? I can't sing. I cannot hum tunes. I don't know what notes are. I can't do impressions. That's not great. I think those normally would be described as talent. Like, oh wow, like Neil Patrick Harris. They're like, why isn't he talented? Because he can like sing and dance and do voices. I can't sing. I can't dance. I can't do voices. Improv, not really. I'm not that quick on my feet, or on my. I'm not that quick on my brain. I'm not that quick witted. I'm not very quick witted. So I thought those were real people there for a second, mannequins. I wonder what the first store that invented mannequins were, because I bet people went in there and just every aisle. Ah! Oh! Ah! That must have been crazy. There were probably people at that time recording themselves in their cars going, "Can we stop with the mannequins? They're going too far." What's the deal with mannequins? I keep thinking they're a real person. What's the deal? You see, I can't do impressions. Why do they have no heads and no nipples? Where are the nipples? Some mannequins do have nipples. Never seen a mannequin with a camel toe, though. Never see a mannequin with a camel toe. Let's get some. We got fat mannequins. We got. I want to see some mannequins with camel toes and tiny bulges. They've all got fat bulges and smooth labias. I want to see some camel-toed tiny pecker mannequins. Give them to me. Commute and all that jazz. Pretty good set, all things considered. Homeless dude intersection bit. It's cooking. Definitely something there. Doing pretty well. That was the second time I've run it. Pretty good. I don't have a great end to it, so I gotta figure that out. But otherwise, definitely pretty good. Then I had like a minute to spare, tried to ham a German Nazi half chunk in. That went about how you would expect it to, which is not no bueno. It did okay. I mean, but yeah, that first homeless dude is hitting. The parts that didn't hit as much last night did today. My favorite line in it doesn't get much. Maybe I need to set it up more. It's comparing the signs that homeless dudes hold. Well, I call them homeless resumes. That gets a laugh. because I say it's raining out. It's just a soggy sign of cardboard lies. I like the term cardboard lies. Maybe I need to emphasize lying. That's why I'm calling it a resume. Rather than just going straight from it's a homeless resume to saying it's lies, to quickly comparing the two. That way it doesn't just sound like I'm like, this homeless guy's lying, which is a funny take on homeless. Like, I'd give him some money, but I think he's lying. Oh, I forgot to. Some dude had a joke about BIPOC, not knowing, thinking that it was, not knowing that it was, thinking that it was. Jeez. Some dude had a joke about BIPOC, not knowing it was. Oh my god, I can't. Maybe that's a sign. I shouldn't talk about the joke. Never mind. Still queef out. Holiday queef. The queef. The love queef act. And all that jazz. Whenever I'm like about to go up, I always have to go pee, like right before. And I don't know if it's me like actually having to go pee and then like standing up and realizing it, or if it's like some last ditch effort from my brain to be like, you can, we gotta go pee. We can't go up there and try to make people laugh. We gotta go pee because it's done with poop also. Poop before like a big show. Big to me, I always get the poops that whole day, or at least that afternoon, which is it's so annoying. It is funny that your body's like, we gotta get all this shit out now, get it all out. I don't know what it's trying to do there. Is that fight or flight? Because why am I getting fight or flight like 5 hours before the show? Or is it just like, why am I pooping? I feel like I talked about poop on the way over here. That's my bad. That's all I got. I've got pee, poop, animated characters. That's what you get in. Dumb voices that aren't even voices. I just put them on to make it seem like it's funny when the actual substance isn't funny. So then I do a voice to make it seem funny as a last ditch effort to save nothing. And all that jazz. I learned a lot. I heard a lot about Luigi Mangione. Again, people that are briefly internet famous, nowhere do they live on longer than at open mics. If they like are like, oh no, I'm losing my like internet buzz, I need to capitalize. And like, don't worry, people are going to be talking about you and making shitty jokes in open mics for weeks to come. I still am hearing about Diddy and his baby oil. I think I joked about Diddy and his baby oil like 2 hours ago, actually. So, pot, kettle, black. You can put that together how it's supposed to go. My shoulder's so tight. Ouch. Tight five. I saw someone was talking about, I'm trying to work on my tight. My five is getting pretty tight. Ugh. I don't like when people say that. Oh my god, your five is so tight. It's gross. Stop telling me how tight your five is. There was a dude. He may have been homeless or unhoused. He was on a bench, laying on a bench as I walked by, and he looked at me and went, "Hey," like he made sound, but I had AirPods in, so I couldn't hear it. He could have actually been saying something. All I heard was, "Hey," and I went, "How's it going?" What the hell is that? How's it going? Oh, good. Yeah, it's going great. Tool. This person's license plate is Tool. Actually, I should. Never mind. You should not be talking about what my license plate number is. Hey, that's like my license plate number. I got diddly squat is funny. Diddly squat. Why does that mean nothing? Diddly squat? That's white dude slang, isn't it? It's gotta be. No one cool is saying diddly squat. Diddly squat. Diddly squat? Sounds kind of gross now that I say it many times. Diddle squat. Ew. Diddly squat. Hey, oh, these guys are zooming here. Whoa, well, what's the hurry? What are you, Santa Claus? Get out of here. What are you? What are you? Forget somebody's presents? Watch out! Here comes Rudolph. God, this is terrible. Man, my shoulder's tight. I think it's because my shoulders are like rounded forward, and he's very painful when I don't know even why. I think it's because I was sitting on like a stool in the back with no back support and like standing a bit. Hey, I was like standing too much. Hazard of the trade, am I right? Stand up comedy. They don't tell you about the back pain. I'll tell you that. I gotta get comp for this or something. Man, we are ascending into the queef right now. Well, that's definitely gonna knock the mic out. Oh shit, I've lost it. I used to be able to do Sebulba's pod racer sound. That's not bad. That's my one impression. Oh yeah, for the can you do any impressions now for us? Yes, of course. This is Sebulba's pod racer from the Phantom Menace. Thank you. Anything else? No, no. That's. Do you need anything more than that? That should be all you need. I would think. Maybe I'm more of a sound effects guy instead of impressions. I do sound effects. For instance, um, whipped cream bottle. And all that. A taxi. Red top taxi. A taxi a cab. If a taxi a cab, you know the taxi a cab. Come see me on the road. As in, like, on the side of the road in a steaming metal carcass wrapped around a light post. Because I got a need for speed. Speed. Oh, that's an impression I can kind of do. I can kind of do Ser Jorah from Game of Thrones. You know the guy that is in love with Khaleesi, even though she's like 14? Khaleesi. This is Ser Jorah on Khaleesi's 14th birthday, realizing how many candles are on her cake. Happy birthday, Khaleesi. Happy. Somebody forgot candles. Looks like we ran out of candles, eh, Khaleesi? It's the right amount for. Oh shit. Khaleesi, why didn't you tell?